good time, pull up a chair. There's a cowboy telling stories and just don't care. From chasing 8 seconds to now running the show. From the arena dirt to the chutes to lights on the road. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. He's quick on his feet, got a mic in his hand, firing up the whole place, got the crowd clapping hands. Ain't no filter, just straight up truth, calling it like it is from the cowboy booth. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. So raise a glass, raise a chair, turn it up, we're all in here. Good folks, good vibes, let's take this thing for one more ride. According to Flint, life's better with a grin. A cold beer, good friends, and a wild streak within. From the dirt to the screen, he's keeping it real with a heart like Montana and nerves made of steel. Yeah, you never know what he's gonna say, but you're gonna have fun either way. It's a wild ride, buckle in tight. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night. Oh yeah. According to Flint, it's one hell of a night.
Coming to you live from an undisclosed location, here is your host, the one and only Flint Rasmussen.
When I was a little kid, I used to play. I had little action figure guys, and I had football players, and I was obsessed with football. And the football player dudes, when I would do it all in slow motion, of course, under my breath, I'd go, and that was the crowd. And I think of that sometimes. It used to be always in my head. The roar of the crowd constantly was in my head as a little kid. And I think that's what took off in me, that I loved the real sound of the crowd. Anyway, good conversation before we went on the air, discussing how good tater tots are in the air fryer. Air fryers, possibly a Wrangler Minute tonight. Possibly. Good to see everybody. Brad, it was years and years ago. Everybody, all the usual suspects, plus Brad and Garrison. Here we go. He did the same thing into a breathalyzer, and I know that is true. I know. Hey, Brad, listen to me for a second. Put down your phone. Listen to me for a moment. Am I allowed on this platform tonight to say news that you just called me about? I'll wait for your answer. Can I break it? Can I break the news on According to Flint Live to tell your friends? Let's see. Look at it. Now it's quiet. He's thinking about it. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll just wait. Otherwise, it's just Brad, break the news, Brad says. There you go. Here it is. I got a little goosebumps down my neck. I would like to congratulate my longtime friend Brad Narducci, whose wedding I officiated, on being the 2025 Wrangler National Finals Rodeo Music Director. All the music, Brad Narducci. There you go. Proud of you, Brad. Hard to believe, Brad. It's funny we're such good friends, and Brad's like 32 years old. Like, he's younger. He's an old soul. By the way, may I mention also, Brad's down like 86 pounds. Has surpassed the 1 year mark of not drinking alcohol, taking care of himself, lost a bunch of weight. His family's beautiful. Good job, Brad. We're all proud of you. Never have met anyone not proud of Brad Narducci. So there you go, Bradley. Welcome, everybody. We're getting our numbers. Everybody's settled in. Lori's here. I'm assuming Pete might be here too. I haven't seen Tootie and Stan yet. There's Dave. There's Malcolm David. Side question. Can I stay at your house this next week? Garrison. Yeah. Be in touch, Gary. Yeah. What do you say? 8 pounds from 192 total pounds. Bradley is. So, Garrison, be in touch. Let me know. It depends, what my mood is. Oh, everybody's settled in. We're getting up to where we're ready to. Lots to cover tonight. PBR Team Series rodeo season winding down as the Pendleton Roundup wraps up. As you can imagine, I have some opinions on some things this week. So let's get this little show on the road. Marcus, not T-Mobile. Oh, there's Tootie. Okay, Tootie's here. Let's get this show on the road. Let's make sure old LT has his gloves. Quick word from Wrangler Jeans. What a long live Cowboys and for the ride of life or whatever. Wrangler Jeans since 1997. For me, let's kick this night off.
Wrangler for the ride of life.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Milky, Mitchell Devine, driving the trucks up to Elmont, New York by Belmont, where they have the Belmont Stakes. Up in New York, that is where the PBR Team Series kicks off this weekend. It is a Thursday night start, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Got to schedule around the building availability. Mitchell with the pro tip, don't drive into New York City. Don't plan on it. Milk, sorry you have to do that. That's why you get the big bucks, Mitchell. So that is where the PBR Team Series is going this weekend, Elmont, New York. Greensboro, North Carolina last weekend. I was around there for the weekend. A sweep by the Carolina Cowboys climbs them up into the standings, getting closer to where they expected to be. And with that, as we look at the PBR Camping World Team Series standings of Florida Freedom, all by themselves. So I do want to say, I looked at these standings earlier yesterday. I was looking, and I feel like the first year or two of the Team Series, as the year went, pretty soon everybody kind of had the same record. But it's not how it is this year. I like that it is. The cream has risen to the top. Everybody. There's really no duplicate records at all, literally. Florida with the 18-5 record. Then there's the Arizona Ridge Riders at 17-5 and the Austin Gamblers. Those three teams have consistently been at the top. Texas Rattlers at 14-9, and there's the Carolina Cowboys with 3 big wins over the weekend. Then it's Missouri, Kansas City, Oklahoma, Nashville, and the hosts for the weekend, the New York Mavericks, at 5-18, but breaking a 10-game losing streak in North Carolina this past weekend. And excuse me, I caught something last week. I thought it was allergies, and now it's kind kind of a cold and I have a cough. And so as I cough tonight, excuse me, so I called my doctor, my general practitioner, and he said, if you could during your show tonight sip a tiny bit of red wine, that'll take care of your cough. First of all, I don't have a general practitioner, and no doctor would ever tell me that, but it seems to help. So once again, Carolina, really great support from the North Carolina folks. Talked to Jerome Davis, a little Q&A out at the Fan Fest outside the arena at Greensboro. And as he said, he was the first PRCA, Jerome Davis was the first PRCA world champion from east of the Mississippi. And I remember when that happened, and North Carolina seemed like a world away. And you thought, they have rodeos way out there on the East Coast. And like he said, it's big rodeo country. They have rodeos everywhere in North Carolina. Most of them are like amateur type rodeos or IPRA rodeos, now some PBR stuff. There's some great bull riders have come out of there, Jerome, and then he paved the way for JB and Brian Cantor, and now Clay Guyton looking great, and there was a few in between there. So North Carolina, they love their bull riding out there, bull riding and NASCAR. So Austin Dillon, the GM, Richard Childress, the owner of that team. So good to see them out in North Carolina. The MVP race is heating up. Tiago Salgado, who'd have thunk it? We've been talking about Tiago will get on a roll, and we talk about him and say, yeah, Tiago can crack out a ride every once in a while, but he'll fade. He'll fade. He's not fading this year. So I was talking to his coach, Paulo Crimber, and here's a little something that you don't think about. We were sitting in the catering room, just Paulo and I, sharing some thoughts. And I said, hey, everybody's talking about Tiago. He and John, 2 out of the 3 in the MVP race are from Florida. And Paulo said, I'll tell you what's different about Tiago Salgado. He said, he has little short fingers. He has little hands and his fingers are short. And I remember this. He used to lose his rope a lot because he couldn't get his grip on his rope because his fingers were short. He couldn't close his hand as well as other guys. So he talked to him. And finally he changed ropes. And John Crimber has a similar rope that's not as thick. It's a little narrower, a little smaller. And now he can get that wrap and close his hand better. And now he can ride. Now he can ride without worrying about losing his rope. And I thought that was interesting. And it just changed Tiago Salgado. Tiago, Brady Fielder right there, a bull behind, John Crimber, Luciano De Castro, the veteran for the Arizona Ridge Riders, and then Clay Guyton, the young guy from Carolina. Missed Saturday night. He scattered his chickens on Friday night, did not pass concussion protocol until Sunday morning. So rode on Sunday, but missed Saturday night. So who knows if that'll cost him or not. Great MVP race. Where are we going? Tell you where we're going. Here it is. This weekend, Maverick Days up there in Elmont, New York, and then it's right here to Fort Worth, Texas next weekend. Although, actually, Garrison, this may apply to you. A week from tomorrow, I'm flying up to Montana, going up to Montana State to get a little award up there. So I'll be in Montana during Fort Worth. But then it's to Outlaw Days in Kansas City, then Ridge Rider Days in Glendale, Arizona, and concluding, of course, with the PBR Camping World Teams Championship at T-Mobile Arena. And to wrap it up, look at how far. Look at 4 regular season events left. Lisa thinks that maybe a little whiskey might be better than wine. Do you think? Is that true? Bo, looking right at you. I don't know. Garrison, just hide a key and a fake rock outside for me. I don't have a fake rock, Garrison. Everything I have here is real. Let's see. Yeah. Dalton Morris, good to see you. Good crowd tonight. But okay, I don't have any whiskey available at the moment. So there you go. Rodeo season wrapping up. The last 2-3 weeks of the rodeo season. A couple big ones coming up. The Mandan, what's he call it? Badland, or what's that road? What's Chad Berger and Dale Paulke? It's the Rough Rider days. Is it Rough Rider? Bo's looking it up. Rough Rider days, Mandan, North Dakota. Is that what it's called? I think it is. Chad Berger and Dale Paulke from Dakota Community Bank have put together an unbelievable rodeo. Am I right? North Dakota Rough Rider Cup. There you go. I was pretty close. Thank you. And Jackie had it too. Oh, and Dalton had it too. Thanks, you guys. And that can get you to the Governor's Cup in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'd say Mandan and Sioux Falls coming up in these next couple of weeks, or we're really going to tell the story of who gets to the NFR. But the Pendleton Roundup this past weekend, one of my all-time favorites, I believe, the most unique rodeo in the country right now. And we had some great winners up there at Pendleton Roundup. Oh, great. The Frost kid won again from California. I don't know how to say his last name. J-Man Frost. He's the winner of the bareback ride. Congratulations to the Idaho guy, Stetson Jorgensen, in the steer wrestling. Braden Schmidt and Jaden Warner in the team roping. Q Taylor with the big win in the saddle bronc riding. Dylan Hancock in the calf roping. Bailey Patterson in the, hey, nice job, Bo. Got the breakaway roping. Nice job. Appreciate that. Jordan Spears in the bull riding, and former Montana State University Bobcat Taylor Moykins on her way to her first Wrangler National Finals rodeo. She gets the win on the Green Mile. That's like a 29 second barrel pattern at the Pendleton Roundup. So congratulations to all you winners. Is there bus parking overnight on site in Mandan? Mr. Moore, if I knew anything about the Mandan rodeo, I didn't even know the damn name of it off the top of my head. If I knew anything, I would definitely tell you, but I'm just going to say, hell yes. Yeah. Go park overnight. Yeah. Let's see. All right. You know what we haven't done in a while? We were discussing this morning. Haven't done it's not really a Cooper Tire stronghold. It is. I like Cooper Tires, but they don't pay us for it to say that anymore. Now, Cooper Tires. Would I once again love to be a member of Team Cooper Tires? Yes, I would. But today we did pick a stronghold of the week. I'll just say it. Or a ride of the week. And what the reason is, I wanted to pick a ride from the Pendleton Roundup that really captures the uniqueness of the rodeo, how the horses buck. They have to buck from the dirt to the grass, navigating people out in the arena. It's quite the deal. Q Taylor, congratulations. His ride on Summit Pro Rodeo's Catwalk. Here's Q Taylor with the big win in Pendleton, Oregon.
Number 1 this year. A good, smooth run. It's her and Lisa Lockhart. Nose to nose and toes.
There you go. Q Taylor. You can see the grass, the people out on the grass. By the end of the week, the grass is pretty torn up. It ain't exactly a lawn out there. So, yeah, thank you. I'll make a sign. Flint says, hell yeah, stay overnight. So we did. So our Montana Silversmiths, we're getting down to it. So the PRCA World Standings mean a little more right now because the top 15 make it to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas in December for 10 big days. And so we've been picking a Montana Silversmiths event standings of the week. This week I picked the bareback riding. That was Q Taylor in the saddle bronc riding, but the bareback riding, I'll tell you why. First of all, Rocker Steiner. Nobody's spurring bareback horses like Rocker Steiner is right now. He's at over 250,000. There's Jess Pope, Bradley Miller. A couple of reasons. There's Helena, Montana's Sam Peterson on his way to his very first Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Congratulations to him, Garrett Shadbolt, the NFR veteran, as well as Cole Franks, Cade Saunier, the world champion Dean Thompson, Cooper Cook. Is it Jasek Frost? Is that You think so? I think it is too. Waylon Bourgeois. There's Jaco Roper. Here's why I picked the bareback riding. Wacy Shawla. Also, I believe number one in the bull riding standings. Wacy Shawla and Stetson Wright are going to battle it out for the world all-around title. But Wacy Shawla needs to make it in 2 events. This is his second event. Currently 13th in the world by about $8,000. Mason Clements and Nick Pelkey behind him. If Wacy Shawla can sneak into the bareback riding as his second event in addition to bull riding and battle Stetson Wright, who is also in the bull riding and going to make it in the saddle bronc riding, that'll make the NFR as exciting an all-around race as we have seen in years. I think it'll be a blast. 2 rough stock guys battling it out. Go ahead, Bo. $59,000 behind Stetson Wright in the all-around standings. So when you get to the NFR in 2 events, that's a night. Like that's a night or 2 or 3 where that can all change. 2 rough stock guys. Remember when Stetson came around, we say, wow, a rough stock guy again in the all-around, winning the all-around. How about 2 rough stock guys battling it out? Good young cowboys. 2 of the best cowboys we've seen in a while. So that's why we picked the bareback riding. First of all, good to see Sam Peterson up there. And Wacy Shawla, we need you in there, buddy. We want to see that battle for the world title, for the world all-around title. So, wow, look at it. I feel like, Butch Knowles, Jeff Metters, Justin McKee, Corey Keith, all you guys, eat your hearts out. Look at what you're missing out on. Come on. And this is me. I got, you know who my producer is? Me and Bo. That's it. Look out. Taking the world by storm. We got a couple other things to talk about. Good things, bad things, whatever. Salty things, whatever. I'll hit it after the break. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. Those, by the way, the Montana Silversmith Standings of the Week, brought to you by Montana Silversmiths, official buckle maker of the Professional Bull Riders and the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, located in Columbus, Montana, right up the Yellowstone River from where Bo is sitting right now. Quick word from our friends there at Montana Silversmiths. Welcome back. By the way, my shirt of the day, it looks basic, but I would like to recognize the team that was established in 1921 and so far so good. Go, 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 Green Bay Packers. That's right. Hey, you might have seen me post and share a few things. Catch it now, go back on the post. I will also reshare the link, the YouTube link, but catch it where all of your podcasts are available. Just released my appearance on the Uncut and Real Raw podcast with Down Under Horsemanship horse trainer, world famous horse trainer Clinton Anderson. Catch that. It's a good 2 hours and 50 minutes. I did that a while ago. I flew to Arkansas and sat down with Clinton, who I've been friends with for a very long time, and did that long podcast. Just a heads up for some of you that just going to tune in with the kids around, including my mom and another guy that commented on my Facebook page. It's Clinton Anderson. And the title of the podcast is Uncut and Real Raw. And just a heads up, Clinton Anderson says the F word a lot. And sometimes when you're around him, you start saying it with him. So for those of you who want a nice little sit around the fire family podcast, just heads up. And I know a guy on my Facebook commented and said, too much foul language. It's not on TV. It's streaming. So if you don't like how he talks, you don't have to watch. It's not on network television. It's not the Emmys. So just heads up. Anyway, but that's why you open up with Clinton. Like he gets you to talk about stuff because you do feel like it's not a sterile environment. You got to understand when you're sitting across from someone and they are sharing their thoughts in a raw way with language that you would hear in a locker room or on the street, you tend to open up a little bit about what you talk about. So yeah, it's that's why it is uncut and real raw. Today we found out the passing of Robert Redford. Man, and I'm starting to learn what it's like now when all the movie stars and stuff get old and die. And so Robert Redford, 89 years old, passed away this morning. I share this picture of Robert Redford. I thought, what is my favorite role Robert Redford played? So it was Between the Natural, where he was one of the top, a lot of people say one of the top 2 or 3 baseball movies ever made. Or is it Jeremiah Johnson, the Mountain Man? I'm going Jeremiah Johnson. You skin grizz, fast as you can bring them. Robert Redford, 89 years old. I heard him talking this morning on the Dan Patrick show that at one time, Robert Redford always played the handsome, really good looking leading man, and he wanted to break that mold and get out of that. It's like, wow, what a burden. What a burden to be one of the greatest looking men ever in Hollywood. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The Sundance Film Festival was founded by him in Utah from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Directed A River Runs Through It, filmed in the Bozeman-Livingston area. So Robert Redford, yeah, losing some great ones. Anyway, let's see. Get some comments. See what you got. I see no real. Have I missed a legitimate question from Brad Narducci? I don't think so. He took a breath. He was all emotional from me congratulating him. So see if there's no questions. You know, I'll give a credit to our fans. There used to be a lot of like dumb questions and stuff when we first started doing this, and now, I guess, notice once again tonight, as soon as I look at the comments and start addressing the comments, everybody stops. But as soon as I start talking pretty soon, they're going to start freaking, okay, since nobody's typing anything, everybody take a breath. Thoughts on Stetson's injury? I get a lot of those. What are your thoughts on his injury? I hope he heals up. I don't know if he'll be back by Sioux Falls, but maybe he will. I think he broke some ribs, punctured a lung. That's all I know. I'm no doctor, so I guess those are my thoughts. My thoughts are, I'll bet that hurt. How's that? Ooh, I'll bet that hurt. Robert Redford was bad for guys trying to get a date back in the day. Thanks, Slade. I appreciate that. That would be true. Yes. Lisa, on your earlier post, I love your buckle shelf. Yeah, thank you. What award are you receiving at MSU? Hey, Robin. Robin Rose, Shoto, Montana. Robin, I am receiving one of 4 blue and gold awards that they're giving at Montana State that they give every year. And it's given to someone who has excelled either in Montana or outside, nationally or internationally, while supporting and recognizing Montana and Montana State and the blue and gold of the MSU Bobcats. So there's a little awards ceremony Friday and recognized at the game on Saturday. Good to see you, Robin, on here. Sort of see you, I guess. Okay, everybody take a breath. We're going to not really get salty, but maybe a little salty. So I want to share something with you. Bear with me here. It's it's about football, but it's about social media. That's what my topic is. It's about what it has done to us and what is developed. Did it reveal? Did it produce certain kinds of people or opinionated people? But here, I read this the other day. Bear with me. Just bear with me. Bo, throw up this post. My friend Keaton. Keaton is the play-by-play radio guy for Montana State Athletics. And Keaton says, through 3 games, Justin Lamson, the quarterback for the Montana State Bobcats, is number 1 in the nation in completion percentage at 75%. He's 64 for 85. Okay, yeah, generic. Cool. Thanks, Keaton. If you look, here's the deeper meaning of what social media and what human beings really can do.